curious, what first drew you to the kind of the My Carrier platform, initially when you first started using it?
Well, I think it drove us to a point where we wanted something easier in regards to ordering LTL freight. I think in the beginning when we started our company, we used to go directly with the freight companies, and
Mhm.
it was a little bit of I should say, a challenge. Trying to get pricing, just trying to call individual LTL freights. When my carrier came, we had the option of just selecting, you know, the cheapest carrier. You could
Right.
elevate all the carriers in one platform, and we could just pick and choose which one we want for our customers.
That's great. Yeah. And can you talk a little bit about the process that your company uses with My Carrier before you pursued the integration with NetSuite there? Just, the steps to go into the platform and to process. Can you talk a little bit about what that looked like before the integration?
Sure. So what we did was when we get an order, a big order, let's say for example, Walgreens, we divide everything into skids. So we had like four skids. We go into my carrier, and input all the information into my carrier, and then we get pricing from all the freight carriers that we have. We select that, and then we go back into NetSuite, and then we input all the information there. So that was a back and forth, uh, not problem, but issue that we had going on before, the integration.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. And I think a lot of people are in that bucket.
Hmm.
And so we're trying to really, broadcast and just make people aware that there's some more automation that people can take advantage
Sure.
of. And with that, I'm curious, what led you to kind of pursue automating that process, ultimately getting the NetSuite integration? Was there, a need behind that? Was there just some pain points you were trying to solve?
Yeah, so as a company, we were trying to do everything through NetSuite.
Mhm.
So at that point, before did the integration, we did not have my carrier integrated into NetSuite. So as a company wise, we wanted everything integrated into NetSuite. So by doing that, it made it easier for us as ordering trucks, and all the information is already integrated in there, so we don't have to go back and forth, inputting information into my carrier and then into NetSuite. So everything was already compounded into that one component.
That's great. Yeah. And so how has the process changed from, before you had the integration to now that you have it and you're live with it? Can you just talk about, maybe the automation that brought to you as a company for that process?
Yeah, I mean, it made it quicker. To be honest with you, I mean, at the time that we had before the integration, it took a little bit of time for us to ship, LTL carriers. So right now, it's just, we input the order in, and we select the carrier, and that is it. We just it just costs and time consuming in regards to we save that time,
Yeah.
to do order the trucks.
That's great. No, it's good to hear. And we're bringing the order in from your NetSuite system. We're
Right.
creating the bulk of that data in the system to make it easier for you to do carrier selection, and then when you ship it. And the other piece is writing that data back. Just curious if Boost has seen any actual tangible ROI from that time savings or maybe reduction of errors. Is that something that you guys have dug into at all?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it saves us a lot of time and money, to be honest with you, because I mean, for us, it's very time consuming when we have before we have the integration. Now that we have the integration, it's very very fast and time saving. To be honest.
That's great. No, it's awesome. And so one thing, right, that a lot of folks talk to us about is the cost. And so one thing we're always looking at is putting our best foot forward. And I was just curious from your perspective, from the company perspective, how is that cost of value? How do you guys look at that? Was that something that you're comfortable with? How did you feel about the cost of value for the integration itself?
We as a company, we're very comfortable with the pricing. Yeah,
Great.
so that was very that's one of the options that we had. I mean, it was like, okay, that is cost effective. It was good for the company. Everything that's effective for the company is great for everybody. So
Good. That's great.
as we grow, I think it's going to be great for us because it helps us, just to the cost savings, it's great, and it's going to help us in the future, because I know we're growing more, and with this integration, it's going to make life easier for us. So that's one of the things that we're looking at in the future. I know having this integration is going to be awesome for us.